It is time now to make our final character of the week. Character number 5. Everything is reset. Everything is ready. I'm ready to go too. Let's find out. Let's find out who it's going to be. Bubonic, give me 1 second here. So for the miniature that I was showing off there, here is their information. So twitch.com/White Metal Games TV. So for Twitch, it has a TV at the end. Twitter is White Metal Games. YouTube is White Metal Games. Facebook is White Metal Games. Their website is also White Metal Games. Pardon. It's just for Twitch that their channel is White Metal Games TV as the extension off of it. So for sure, check them out. Good people, and they do excellent jobs painting miniatures. They will answer your questions. If you have questions about painting miniatures, whether it's like a 101, a super basic question, or an advanced one, they will take the time to answer your question and even maybe provide a demonstration on a model for you. In fact, that happened today. It happened, well, I guess we're past midnight in Eastern time zone as of this recording right now. So technically yesterday, but it happened, and he gave a technique for making lightning and electricity effects on a Post-it note. It was a lot of fun. That's one of their main painters, Andy. All right, do we have a boy or a girl? Let's roll a percentile and find out. 50. We have a male character. A male 6. 6 is a gnome. Okay. So we got a couple short stacks. Which kind of gnome? Odds or evens? We have evens. This is going to be a forest gnome. A male forest gnome. Who is of the alignment evil, neutral evil. That is going to open up some possibilities for paladins and clerics. What level will we generate him at? Roll a percentile and find out. 74 is going to be a level 16 character. That is going to mean a stat bump at 4, 8, 12, and 16. Of the 4 ability score improvements, let's roll a percentile and find out how many may be feats instead. At 49, he's going to take all stat bumps. It's all on him. Okay, now let's determine his background with a 13-sided die. 11. A sailor or pirate. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This is very appropriate for what we're doing this week. And we didn't even know what we were doing this week until we generated some characters. That's why I wait until we do 3 of them before trying to make a map or conceptualize the campaign. So, he's either a sailor or a pirate, and his background is such that he is, he'll either get ship's passage, or he has a bad reputation. There's no special origin to a sailor, so we're going to roll the standard 2d8 for personality traits. 1 and 1. Okay, well, there we go. 1 and 5. Then 3d6 for the other aspects of the character. 1, 4, and 3. Excellent placeholders. Now we're going to pop back up and determine his class. Bubonic 1. There's one last chance, 1 in 12, that we have a bard. What's it going to be? Let's hit this golden D12 and find out. 7. A Paladin. Therefore, we have the chance of having an Oathbreaker Paladin. So let's go back up for reference here, right? We're going to roll a percentile. 1 to 80, he's an Oathbreaker. 81 to 100, he's Vengeance. 18. Paladin, Oathbreaker. Paladins get, we're going to roll a d4 for his fighting style. 3. As we look here, 1, 2, 3. He is a great weapon fighter. And we've already determined his oath. He's an Oathbreaker. Which apparently pleases Bubonic One? Question mark. Now we're going to finish out the random number generation with his height, weight, and age. Here we go. Gnomes start at 2 feet, 11 inches. We're going to add 2d4 to his height. So we're adding 2. So he is 3'1". And we're going to take that same, 2. Wait, did I not do that correctly? Yeah, 3'1". Yeah, because they started to 11. We're going to multiply by 1, so we're adding 2 pounds. He's 37 pounds. And in his life cycle, he is 21, which is another young adult. Here's column 2 for young adult. There's gnomes. So a gnome is between 40 and 120. So that is going to be 80. We're going to make an 80-sided die. 47. So he is a young adult at 87 years old. He's been around, huh? Even for a young adult. We're going to put the random number generator away. And here we are in Chapter 4, and we're going to begin with his background. As a sailor, alphabetically, we're going to scroll. It's going to flash a little bit. Hang in there. Outlander, Sage, and Sailor. Bum-ba-da-dum. We get Athletics and Perception. There we go. As our skill proficiencies. We are also going to have proficiencies with Navigators, Tools, and Vehicles, Land, or Water. Equipment. He'll have a club. That's a belaying pin or some kind of a memorabilia from his ship. Silk. Rope. 50 feet. A lucky charm. So this is trinket number question mark. A set of common clothes. A belt pouch and 10 gold. Nice. Now, we will determine whether he's a sailor or a pirate. I mean, we're probably going to lean pirate given the fact that our other character was a pirate and the nature of the ship. Still. We can determine sailor or pirate and ship's passage or bad reputation later as we fill out more of the character. Yeah, like a dread pirate, bubonic one? Ooh, pardon me. A carbonated beverage is a very tasty one I've been enjoying. but you know the side effects. Personality traits 1 and 5. My friends know they can rely on me no matter what. And 5. To me, a tavern brawl is a nice way to get to know a new city. Oh. We're going to have a very swole gnome. Like, he's just going to be buff for days. Ideals 1. Respect. The thing that keeps a ship together is mutual respect between captain and crew. And you say, well, look, that's clearly tagged good, and we have a neutral evil character. How does that work? It can. All of these are simply one aspect of his personality. As well, they act as prompts to think. He may very well believe in respect, even as a neutral evil character. Now, he may enforce respect by, whipping people. The beatings continue until morale improves. But he can still value respect. Bonds, number 4. In a harbor town, I have a paramour whose eyes nearly stole me from the sea. Ooh. So he has a love interest out there somewhere. And his flaw, number 3. Once someone questions my courage, I never back down no matter how dangerous the situation. Okay. Very cool. Now we're going to pop over to Gnome. Here we go. And find out what we get by virtue of being a gnome. Our intelligence score increases by 2. And we are size category small. S-M-O-L, small. Our base speed is 25 feet. So 12 climb, 12 swim, 0 fly. We do get dark vision out to 60 feet as a gnome. Racial features. We have gnome cunning. You have advantage on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic. Ooh, isn't that nice? Languages. We have common and gnomish. Now we are going to go to his subrace of Forest Gnome. Our dex score increases by 1. We are a natural illusionist. You know the minor illusion cantrip. Intelligence is your spellcasting ability for it. So here we're just going to put NI for natural illusionist and minor illusion. Then we also get speak with small beasts. Through sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas with small or smaller beasts. Forest gnomes love animals and often keep squirrels, badgers, rabbits, moles, woodpeckers, and other creatures as beloved pets. It's fine, Bubonic. It's easy to catch up, and if you have a question on something, just let me know what it is. Okay, so congratulations. We are a sailor, or a pirate, and a gnome. Now let's find out what it's gonna be like to be a paladin, and specifically an Oathbreaker one. Classes. Paladin. Here we go. Level 16. We're gonna get a lot of stuff here, huh? Look at that. So, a couple things as we go down our last line. Our proficiency bonus is 5. And we do get some spell slots. 4, 3, 3, 2. This does not change with Oathbreaker. Alright. Paladins are D10 hit die classes. And as we're level 16, we get 16 D10 of them. Lots of recovery. We receive all armor and shield proficiencies. Simple and martial weapons. No tool proficiencies. Wisdom and charisma are our saving throw proficiencies. And then we get to choose 2 skills from athletics, insight, intimidation, medicine, persuasion, and religion. Looking at his personality, my friends know they can rely on me. To me, a tavern brawl is a nice way to get to know a new city. That could be something like athletics, or intimidation could be good too. Respect, the thing that keeps a ship, is mutual respect, and he can enforce respect. Intimidation seems to be stronger. In a harbor town, I have a paramour whose eyes nearly stole me from the sea. And once someone questions my courage, I never back down no matter how dangerous the situation. That might end up being how he lost his original oath, also. A part of me wants to think athletics and intimidation are going to be his strong suits. Yeah, Coffee Cat, I do agree with intimidation. I'm thinking maybe also athletics. Right, with the tavern brawling. If he can be reliable to his friends, he can be strong and he can be there for them. He has a pet parrot he calls Cookie, and you better give it crackers and cookies. All right, so I think we're all good with intimidation here. So the question is, what is the second skill in which he has proficiency? Coffee Cat, you're going to head to bed. Thank you very much for your input on the characters and for just commenting and being a part of our channel tonight. Thank you very much. Oh, he already has athletics from being a sailor. So then maybe my friends know they can rely on me. Tavern brawl, respect. Maybe insight then to try and read into people. Once someone's questions my courage, I never back down no matter how dangerous. So I don't know if he's persuasive. Insight might work. That belaying pin is just for show. Yeah, like he'll bop you with it at first, or he'll threaten, and then look, he's a great weapon paladin. If the club doesn't work, well, something else is going to. Persuasion, more complicated. We can do persuasion. He gets a martial weapon and a shield, or 2 martial weapons. Well, we can give him a great weapon since he's going to be a great weapon fighter. Now, yes, they do take 2 hands, but there's nothing saying he can't carry a shield just in case, also. If that's the case, what kind of a great weapon, and this is what great weapon fighting does. When you roll a 1 or 2 on a damage die for an attack you make with a melee weapon that you're wielding with 2 hands, you can re-roll the die and must use the new roll. The weapon must have the 2-handed or versatile property for you to gain this benefit. What that means, we can wield a longsword or a battle axe, as those are versatile weapons, so they can be used in one hand or two. We can use a great sword, a great axe, a maul, a great club, a halberd, and let's go to chapter 5 real quick. Whoops. What do we have here? So yeah, Warhammer. Pike. He could use a pike. Now that could be interesting because that could be like a gaff hook, right? If he's a sailor, a pike could be sort of like a gaffing hook. A maul. Halberd, great sword, great axe, a glaive. A glaive could be interesting too. Although these are heavy, so ooh, as a small race, heavy means that we would have disadvantage in wielding it. Yeah. Or just a great club. Yes, Zuller Pie. We're going to do a party analysis, and then we're going to outline a campaign that the characters can go on. So what could he use that's not heavy, considering his stature? A great club, a long sword or a battle axe, Warhammer. Well, unfortunately, our little guy is he doesn't have the best options to use to be more efficient with great weapons. But that, you know what, bless his heart, that's not going to stop him. Sorry, my contact lens just decided to geek out. I have a fan going in the background. And I think it might have just dried up a little bit. So sorry if I'm blinking or whatnot a lot. So yep, he can go, yep, a Warhammer and a Longsword can both be used two-handed with a versatile property, Bubonic. So they can be wielded one hand or two. If he goes with a Great Club, not only does he have a club, but he'll have a Great Club as well. And he can wield that two-handed normally, because it's not a heavy, weapon. So which weapon? He can use a great club, a longsword, or a warhammer. Oh, I'm sorry. He can use a battle axe also. A battle axe is also a versatile weapon. So he can get some slashing. He can get slashing or bludgeoning. That's what we'll get to choose. So we'll give him that. We'll also give him a shield. So we can indicate that up here. While we're in this chapter, let's roll a percentile die and figure out what his lucky charm is also. Percentile 34. A rectangular metal device with 2 tiny metal cups on one end that throws sparks when wet. Clearly it's a water detection device. A rectangular metal device with 2 tiny metal cups on one end that throws sparks when wet. That is his lucky charm. You want to give him a great club? So he wields a normal club and a great club. There we go. Now let's pop back up to Paladin. Five javelins or any simple weapon. You should probably have some ranged options. Javelin X5, and those are D6s. That can be thrown with strength because they are a thrown weapon. A priest's pack or an explorer's pack. Harbor Town is a paramour. Also, Tavern Brawl. Once someone questions my courage, I never back down, no matter how dangerous. It almost this could be this could have been like a freedom, right? So he was under a strict oath before, and now he's kind of loosened up and has become an Oathbreaker. In that case, if he wants to spread the love and joy, maybe he has a priest pack. Chainmail and a holy symbol. What's that tool that's used for breaking loose the anchor called? I think a winch curls it in. I don't know particularly that what you're talking about there, Bubonic One. All right, now despite us being an Oathbreaker, we get all of the standard Paladin abilities. It's just that our Oath abilities are going to be replaced by Oathbreaker items. So we will have Divine Sense still. Divine Sense, Lay on Hands. Our fighting style's great weapon. We are going to receive spell casting, and that's fine. We'll get there. We are going to also get Divine Smite. Sacred Oath. Yep, there's all that. We're going to get an extra attack. Aura of Protection. Aura of Courage. Improved Divine Smite. Cleansing Touch. Alright, that's what we get by this level for just being a straight-up Paladin. Obviously, we're going to become an Oathbreaker, and we're going to go to the Dungeon Master's Guide for that. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to get some Oathbreaker spells. We are going to get Channel Divinity. Yeah, an old anchor could very much work for his club, Bubonic One. Control or Channel Divinity, Control Undead, and Dreadful Aspect. He is going to get an Aura of Hate. And 15th level. Supernatural Resistance. Gains resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical weapons. Not bad. And of course, he's working up his way to become a Dreadlord. How about that? Alright, so those are the goodies that we get there. Oh, I gotta put our spells in also. We have 4, 3, 3, 2 as our slots. 4, 3, 3, 2. No cantrips. Paladin, Oathbreaker. Our spellcasting ability is off of Charisma. Okay. Oathbreaker spells. Hellish Rebuke and Inflict Wounds. Almost there to get Contagion and Dominate Person. Almost. I'll have to try a little bit harder. Crown of Madness and Darkness as a spell. Animate Dead, Bestow Curse. Blight. Confusion. There we go. How about the name Hamish or Hamish with the nickname Banger and Smash? You're offering that you think this character's name is Hamish? Sausage and potatoes, yeah. There we go. So his club is Banger, and his great club is Smash, and his name is Hamish. All right, so we have a good chassis here. Now we can drop some ability scores in. Strength and Charisma are important for a Paladin. So we should probably do something along the lines of 15 and 14. $12, $13. Now he should have a decent con, I think. 13, Wisdom is 10, and Dexterity is 8. $15, $14, $13, $12, $10, and 8. He's a lover, so charisma is important. Yes, I do agree. I do. So if we do that, his dex is going to be 9, and his intelligence is going to be 14. I wonder if maybe... maybe he's not too intelligent. Maybe he's not too intelligent. They can rely on me. Tavern Brawl is a nice way to get to know his new city. Respect. I have a paramour. And once someone questions my courage, I never back down. That does kind of seem like an int dump stat. Right there. So maybe a 12 dex. That could work. 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8. Yeah, there we go. Hamish sounds more stubborn than a high IQ. So, by virtue of being a gnome, he, even though it's a dump stat, he's going to be average at it. Dex goes up to 13, which is fine. Just because you wear heavy armor doesn't mean that you still can't have a decent Dex score. And now we get to add 4 ASI's worth of points to him. So, I don't know. One of the first things I think we can do is spend 1 to bring his strength and his con up. Oh, his dex already goes up 1 by 1 by his by that virtue, so. Now we get 3 more. Probably strength, charisma, to bring him to an 18, to bring charisma to a 16, and then we get 1 more. Maybe to bring his constitution up again. A 3-foot gnome using a 3-foot club he affectionately calls Smash. Yes, Bubonic One, that just happened. Let's give him some hit points. There we go. Now, if we do this, if you have a different stat spread, let me know. That's fine. Initiative is a dex check, so even though he's a paladin, he gets a +2. Not bad. Armor class, he's wearing chain. If he uses the club and the shield, then that means that he can get the +2 from the shield. So he'd be at an 18 armor class. Though, of course, he can always stow the shield and use the great club named Smash. Passive perception is going to be, well, here, we got to fill this in. 4, 9, 2's down the board, 3, we're just gonna, yep, 0's down the board here. There we go. So now our passive perception is a... Wait, why did I write down a 9? That should be 5. There we go. 15. So he's pretty aware, even though he's not the best at wisdom. Our hit points are going to be 10 as we get the maximum at first level. And then for all the levels after, so all 15 of them, we get 6, because that's half +1 of your hit die. Then for every level, so therefore all 16, times 3. $48. 138. 148. These are some hardy characters. Ooh. Peeps who know him know not to call him an anchor, The uninitiated make that mistake one time. To attack with strength, 4 plus 5, we're swinging with a plus 9. And we're using strength 4, 4, and 4 for the bonus damage. To attack with our paladin spells, that is charisma, so that's going to be a plus 8 because we're proficient. I hope so anyway. Then we add another 8 to that to get the difficulty class to resist the effects. Oh, pardon me. There we go. Oh, by the way, we also have our Lay on Hands pool, which is 5 points for every level. So 5 times 16. We have 80 points of Lay on Hands that we can spend. Nice. Now, much like the cleric and druid, paladins know all of their spells because they pray for, you know, service and miracles to happen throughout the course of the day, like those two classes do also. But what we can do is determine how many spell slots he gets. And so if we come back over here, ooh, pardon me. You prepare the list of paladin spells that are available for you to cast, choosing from the paladin spell list. When you do, choose a number of paladin spells equal to your charisma modifier plus half your paladin level rounded down. So that is going to be 3 plus 8 is 11. So now what you can do, your oath spells do not interfere. Your oath spells do not interfere with the number of spells that you can cast. What this means is you have full access to your domain or your oath. And then the extra 11 ones are to account for variable day by day, whatever happens. And you can split that up. If you want to try and equalize it among all of these and go 3, 3, 3, 2, you could do that. Or you could go 1, 1, and then you load up the rest on the high end if you really want to do it that way too. I don't know why, but look, this is your character, not mine. And you could break them up and put them in there. And that spell list would be, well, it speaks to the character. What does he expect to have happen on any given particular day? Yes, that's true. Actually, because we can fill that in on this character sheet here. Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. Thank you, Bubonic. And there you have it. A very flavorful character who definitely fits in with the rest of the crew that we've come up with so far. And it'd be up to you to fill in the spells, but you know how to do so rather easily. He's evil, he's an Oathbreaker, but don't be afraid to take evil quote-unquote spells like Raise Dead and such. Paladins are one of several good necromancers. As in that they get use out of it. You can go Necromancer, Wizard, Cleric, Bard, and Paladin. So, by the way, if he's going to be like the other girl, he's a pirate with a bad reputation. That's just kind of how it is. By being a part of the Cascade, it haunts you, it's a part of you, and there you go. Alright, there's character number 5. Cool. I hope you enjoyed this and that you got some good inspiration out of these characters.